Divine day, divine one, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. We're here to see what energy wants to present itself at this time for you. This reading is timeless, so when you find it, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on the website and below the video in the description box. Thank you for the growth on the channel. Love and peace and happiness. When the phone dings or rings, that's a confirmation life brings. Okay. So if you have it as your sun sign, another birth chart position, this is the Aries energy reading. If you're cross-watching, this is the Aries energy reading. And for all of you who just love getting all the different information that comes through every reading, special shout out. The growth on our channel is phenomenal. I'm so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you. And let's see what we have coming through at this time. We're going to begin with the Journey of Love Oracle. Okay. Love and peace and happiness. The most important messages here for Aries. We have the bride offers herself. And it came out with the dance of the planets. All right. Cards number 43 and 56. There's something with those numbers because they're synchronistic. One step down and one step up. Somebody needs to step down so somebody could step up. Let's see what this 43, that's Emperor, Empress, Divine. So there's this inner balance happening in your own divinity that helps you overcome challenges and move forward. Let's see what we have. With the bride offers herself, it says, there is a sacred offering taking place, an offering of the divine feminine. She's offering herself to the mystery unfolding. This may manifest in a physical way in that a woman of great feminine wisdom is offering herself to you in friendship, love, spiritual companionship, or service in some way. This may manifest in a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother in the form of a life circumstance or situation, whether it is immediately recognized as a gift or not. To accept this offering as a bridegroom accepting his bride with love, reverence, and respect will bring good fortune. This oracle offers you a message. Accept what is being offered now. Whether through challenge or an easing of the way forward, there's a gift of grace from the divine feminine reaching for you now. Allow her in and be blessed. This oracle also heralds a time of importance in relationship. You have been revealing yourself and not being afraid of who you are and what you are. Sharing yourself in willingness to connect. Your vulnerability and beauty is acknowledged and will attract the response you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Every bride shall have her bridegroom. How careful we must be close, how fragile we must feel, how sad not to be when someone is real. To say approach with caution when we already know that inside there's a likeness and experience goes slow. All right. Now let's check out the Dance of the Planets, card number 56. There are forces larger than your own personal destiny at work in your life now. Although they are not inharmonious to you, you may feel as though you are being blocked from, or on the other hand, rocketed towards the heavens on a roll that nothing can derail. Either way, the planets are dancing as they will, and there is an effect upon your destiny. It was meant to be at this time. From rising, there will be gentle rest to recover before rising again, and from restraint, there will be propulsion into greater stratospheres. All things in time, according to the wisdom of greater cycles. It is okay to trust in the cosmic cycles and divine timing. After all, what point is there to rush to the bus stop if the bus doesn't depart until tomorrow? And what point is there to hold back if you are ready and set to go? Trust in the timing and rhythm of your life now, especially if it seems out of your control. That is the dance of the planets happening through you. The oracle brings a message. Pray that the planetary forces funnel blessings of grace and unconditional love, mercy, and joy to you now, that their movements through your life may happen in such a way that you can make the most of it. These are the times when big shifts are possible, supported by cosmic movements. So pray for grace and then enjoy the ride. In those days, time was ours. We walked in the rain and held each other's hands. Your lips warm against my skin and your soul melting into mine as night became morning amongst the cobblestone walks of now forgotten places we called ours. So it's talking about acceptance. It's talking about cycles. It's talking about the universe being in support of the energies that you're into living at this time. Okay. There's an offering being made, highly significant for you. Let's get something from the Spiral Oracle. Love and peace and happiness. So we have a 7 and then we have an 11. So that's like Chariot and justice energy, overcoming challenges and difficult. Something in your life that you're accepting at this time is to help you overcome challenges and obstacles. Something in your life that you're accepting at the time is here for you to get that. I'm hearing forward propulsion. And it's like there's this energy of being written in the stars. I also see somebody has two parents in heaven. Those parents are adoringly watching you. And I got the word specifically adoringly. So interesting. I see divine feminine, divine masculine coming together, and I see a long-term commitment and a loving energy, learning of love through light instead of learning of love through shadows, I hear. Okay. And then I see a complete closing of the cycle. I see empowerment. I see strength. I see these things in this reading all together. This is like something that you've been on this soul searching mission, trying to understand where you're at and where you're headed. Let's see what the Spiral Oracle wants to add to our message today, please and thank you. And we have 2 from this as well. It was always 2. Okay, everything is connected and incorporate. Interesting, because these 2 cards give just the words alone feel so much like those. Incorporate, the bright offer to self, all about acceptance, dance of the planet, and everything is connected, all about the interlinking, all about the one thing pushes the other thing. It all works together and all comes. Interesting the way the messages are unfolding. Let's see what the book has to offer about these 2 cards. Give me one moment. Incorporate. Okay. It says, I face my body and allow it to speak its messages. I observe every thought, conscious and unconscious, that I direct towards my physical self. My body holds me, listens, feels, and manifests itself. If I stop to consider the particles of matter that I am made of, I discover that my body system is vibration. The universe, the planets, and everything that exists is vibrating. It is then necessary to ask myself, how can I make the vibrations that I create and store in my body harmonious? How can I truly feel the life force beating in me? In my breathing is the key. In the beating of my heart is the answer. My body, a precious integrated unit, evolved over countless planetary years. My body, a unique experience on this earthly journey. I am lucid and I question all normalization and acceptance of toxic ideas in relation to my sacred body, ideas that were imposed from the outside. I recover my balance when I bring consciousness to every part of my being. To connect with my physical body is to listen to myself with love. I take care and I nourish myself. I stretch, I rest, I move, and above all, I speak to myself with respect. I am responsible for how I treat myself and what I allow into me. I thank my body, and my body thanks me back. I celebrate a healthy relationship with myself. The human being has a universe within, full of overlapping frequencies, and the result is a symphony of cosmic proportions. So this reading from this book was talking mainly about the mind, body, soul connection, especially the connection of your consciousness to your physical body, and how your awareness and your self conversation are so significant. Let's find the next one. Everything is connected. I am all the characters in this image. I am the Trinity, human spirit and universal intelligence. I am my roots and the depth of culture present in my identity. I am stories and unfathomable mysteries. There are infinite movements in the world. I observe them, and I observe the connection between all things. I also observe that I am all things. How I feel is here. How I feel in here is how it feels out there. Because one does not live alone, and what happens to me is happening to the world. Respect is one of the most important values in establishing harmonious relationships with me and the world around me. I am in connection with myself, with you, and with life. That connection reminds me that every small change in me has the potential to create an effect all around me, like a drop of water generating ripples when it falls into a pond. With a loving disposition towards my own being and towards all creatures who live and grow, I nurture peace in my heart. This is how I also nourish peace in the heart of the world. My earthly heart is a sacred responsibility. So I love that it talked about what happens inside me also happens outside of me. Like what is happening with you affects the world around you. We do talk about this quite a bit on the channel. None of us are so alone that you're the only one going through what you're going through. And it literally only takes one of us to have a breakthrough that can shift the whole system, shift the whole energy for all of our soul ties, for Earth. Love and peace and happiness. So let's get something from the What's the Tea Oracle. I'd love it if just one card would come out of this deck, but we'll take what comes and see what is the physical 3D experience looking like. Oh boy. Take it. It's a spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, your light, and your magic, and your power. There's somebody in this situation that hated. Oh boy, we got a hater. With all this empowerment and all this offering and all this beautifulness in the cards, of course there's going to be a hater. So let me see. One thing I didn't decide on before I got started, and I didn't get any messages on, was which tarot deck. But as I'm talking about it, I'm being guided to the Tarot of the Moors. We haven't used that in a little while, so that's okay. We'll use that deck today to receive this message. And before we get into that, let's see what's the perfect spread in this Aries energy. From my deck of spreads, perfect spread in this Aries energy. This one wants to come out. We'll take that. And Aries spread, it's the Fibonacci spread. This is an 18 card spread. So let's get into this shuffling. Okay, so it appears that things are working out really well in your life. You've got a lot of beautiful things happening. You're learning to speak healthier to your body. You're learning your connection in all things. You're learning to accept what's being offered to you in a different way. And I'm hearing accepting the beautiful and the ugly in order to allow it to change, in order to allow it to be transmuted. And beauty and ugliness are just our own labels that we want to put on things. It doesn't actually mean that anything is truly beautiful or ugly. Those are perspectives. I heard perspectives can shift. Okay, perspectives can shift. So there's this idea here, like, I get the feeling like there's this from the spiritual hater card, like there's somebody around you who like doesn't like how easy things work for you. They wish that things worked easy for them. And the crazy part is their hating isn't changing things for you. You're still being more empowered. You're still in connection with the universe and everything. But here's the thing, the energy that a person throws out always comes back to them. So you're so focused on what you're doing. I don't think you even realize who this spiritual hater is. Okay. I don't think you even realize, like, that there's somebody here who's got this kind of jealousy towards you because everything just seems to work out for you. Everything is connected though. So interesting. I'm hearing even when they hate, they're still feeding you more power, because what they're hating on, their hate is an intense vibration. That's an intense energy, and it's their point of focus. It's going to grow. And what their focus is on how awesome you are and how great things are going. So let's get this reading going. Okay. I'm just going to lay these cards out. I'm going to have to lay it tight because there's a lot of cards in a little space. All right. Bottom of the deck. The seed is the Princess of Swords. Oh, this person could be spying, okay, questioning, wondering. There's a question with the Princess of Swords, but also this is the energy of somebody that spies, snooping, looking for information on you, on what you've got going on, what you're doing, how you do it, how you do that. I heard how you do that there. Okay. In my Master P voice. All right. So the seed is that there. So the purpose of the reading is that somebody is got some questions. Somebody is spying. The foundation and the roots of it all. I see that this person. Look at this. We have the Princess of Cups and the Two of Cups. So why is this happening? Why is somebody spying and looking for information? I just got cut off with. Now would not be the best time for you to promote or talk about how fantastic everything is going on social media. And if anybody cuts you off or can't celebrate for you, not even in person, but I'm getting a stronger sense that this is happening on social media. Somebody busy at work minding their business, like they got a job where they got to carry heavy stuff and lug it around and all that stuff. Meanwhile, they on their social media during their time that they get to play on their phone. And what do they see? They see you over there having this great life. Some of you, that looks like this beautiful relationship. If you've been putting your relationship on blast, now would be the time to not. If you were thinking about it and you haven't yet, now would be the time to not. There's a spiritual hater. Somebody doesn't like it. I heard, why do they get to have all that? I'm the one that should have all that. Okay, so I just see that you have aligned with somebody. And for some of you, it's not with the person, but this is like life is loving you. There's love in your life. The people around you are happy for you. They're loving on you. There's somebody here who's feeling left out, somebody who's feeling like they missed an opportunity, somebody who's feeling jealous because they should have that opportunity and they don't. That's what we have going on here. Love and peace and happiness. All right, let's see what you're doing on the 3D plane. You have the King of Wands. Okay, so that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. This is your energy, taking action, following through, Emir of Wands, or the Malik of Wands, okay? And then we have, who, look at that Aries energy. Aries, you're coming through in your energy, okay? The Sultan, you being the boss that paid the cost. Hello, looking at the treasure in your hand, I'm seeing, okay? What else are you doing here? In the Moon. And, oh, good, they said you are leaving certain things to mystery. You're not, it's not like every day you post in all your personal business. So you are a mystery to somebody right now. They don't know what you're doing. That's annoying them. But whatever they do know is enough to know that you're in this place where you're getting love in life, and they don't like it. They jealous because you have this connection. What are you doing? You're having a lot of feelings, but you're not talking about them to this person, at least. Okay. I just got for somebody, this is a coworker who's extremely jealous because their love life don't look nothing like your love life. Mm. All right. So let's see with the next 5 cards, how to expand your reach and your purpose, how to grow from this energy. You have the 4 of this. Hold on and hold information to yourself. This is about grounding. This is about getting yourself in this space where you're so connected to yourself, protecting what you value. I hear protecting what you value. It's not for everybody else. They don't need to be happy for you. They don't need to celebrate with you. You need to be content to celebrate on your freaking own. Okay, hold. And this is also an energy of protecting your heart. If you love it, protect it. Don't you, if you truly love something, you don't just spread it around to everybody that comes around or everybody that's out there. You keep it for yourself. They're using perfume as an example. Like, say you have a $40 bottle of perfume. Your friend comes over, they want to borrow some perfume. You're not going to share the $600 bottle of perfume with them. Sorry, you're just not. You're going to share the $40 bottle of perfume. I don't know why they're using that value. Maybe because I just got some new perfumes, but that's the energy. Also, they're saying that you're protecting your heart in this. You are protecting your heart. That's important. You're finding stability in your physical life. Anywhere where you didn't have stability in your physical life, you're finding stability in your physical life. Appreciating the home that you're in and the body that you're in, I hear. Oh, yeah. Okay. What else? 4 of Cups. Oh, that's not for me. I don't want that. Okay. So they're giving me the energy of the incorporate card where it talks so much about loving the body. So I see in this energy, like, there's a person who has a lot of, or who has had a lot of negative self-talk in the past. You have. But I see like you're offering yourself up. Who? And they just said nobody wants to be with somebody who ain't got nothing positive to say about themselves. That's just annoying. If they do, they're pretty narcissistic. Um, that's what I just heard. So there's this idea here of being good to yourself instead of dismissive of yourself or disrespectful to yourself. That's pleasurable. That's satisfying to be around. Okay. And also, some people are just haters, so we don't really. And there's this 4 of Cups is also saying we don't really care what they think and how they feel. Why? Because it don't need to be real in your experience. I'm hearing it doesn't need to be real in your experience. I'm hearing their reality is not your own unless you make it your own. And then I'm hearing, and anything they offer in regards of words and opinions and feelings about you and your life doesn't have to really influence your life. There's somebody here. I see you have someone around you. You have conversations with this person. I hear from time to time. They don't have much positive things to say. Okay. The Malika of Swords. Yeah, she's Queen of Swords energy. And she is discerning. She knows how to cut a conversation off. She knows how to walk away and say, you know what, I got some other things to do. Catch you next time. She also knows how to read between the lines. She has boundaries. There's certain things that she'll talk about and certain things she don't talk about. She knows what true, and she holds on to her truth no matter what anybody else has to say. Some people say she's an ice queen. Some people say she's a bitch. But what everybody knows is she got it going on, and they can't get into it. She's got a strong defense system. Yeah, so you want to grow. It's about having a strong defense system right now. Yeah, so again, showing me like everything that's going fantastic in your life is not for everybody to know. They're not going to all celebrate with you. Remember that. As a matter of fact, some of them will be shown out because you won't realize that they're the ones. But when you try to tell them the good news going on, it's like they didn't even hear you. There's no congratulations. They don't even smile or I'm happy for you or nothing. They go immediately from what you said. Hey, this wonderful thing just happened in my life. Well, at work today, blah, 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 blah. And it was horrible and I was mad. And they didn't even acknowledge what you said. Yeah, that person is not on your team. Whoever does that to you is not on your team. Okay. When you see it, be discerning. She's also really good at transforming. When she finds something, so when you find something, they're saying when you find something that's truer than what you thought was true before, they say replace that thought, replace that idea in your own consciousness. Use the more empowering truth. There are many truths that you can ponder, many truths you can reflect on. Find the more empowering ones and reflect there, is what I'm hearing. And I hear everything is not always black and white. And part of the reason why she can be seen the way she is, because she got a lot of experience. She been through good times and bad times, but she been through a whole lot of difficulties, man. And she made it through. I heard sometimes by the skin of the teeth, and teeth don't really got skin on them. Barely made it through. Okay. Sometimes, okay, yeah, they say, yeah, hang in there. Sometimes by your fingernails, but that's it. But just hang in there. Just hang in there. That's the way she got through, by hanging in there. By the skin of her teeth that don't exist. She made it through with what she knew. I hear with what she knew. Made it through a lot of troubles. Keep that mental, I'm hearing mental agility as you move forward. Keep that mental agility as you move forward. There's also this energy coming through her that says, ask for things. Don't be afraid to ask for things. Sometimes you need to ask for things. Sometimes you need to say, no, I don't like that. This is what I like. This is what I want. Make some decisions for yourself. Okay, let me see what else in this expansive energy. The Four of Wands. 444 on the cards for you. Angel number. Okay, stability that increases the beautiful things in your life. Okay, Four of Wands. I'm hearing you're on a new path now. You're in a new journey now. You're walking in a new reality now. I heard don't look back. Don't be like Lot's wife who looked back and turned to a pillar of salt. Don't look back at your pains. They're saying actually anytime you are speaking of the past, if you can't speak of the past from an empowered place of this is what I learned and this is how it made me better, then it's best not to be spoken of. They say, but right now there's a energy here of moving forward because you're on your new journey, you're on the new path. People are sitting around waiting for the new life to begin, and there's this energy here of every moment is a chance to begin the new life and to continue to create more in the new life. I'm hearing. I heard go to the party, go to the celebration, go to the event. What is this event? For somebody, it's a wedding. For somebody, it's a graduation. For somebody, it's a engagement party. For somebody, it's an anniversary party. Could come up last minute. It's an evening event. I see that it's an evening event. And for somebody, this is your spouse's. Wow, your energy just came through really strong. This is a company event where your spouse works. And the thing is, the people there are a different type of people than how you are. You could be more of a homebody, more of a homemaker, more down to earth, and those people are uppity or more bougie or something like that. And it makes you feel there. I hear elitist, and it could make you feel some type of way. But remember that you bring a quality to life that those people can't even touch. Okay. You're there to bring the fun to the party and be the fun at the party. Bring the party to where you're at, no matter where you're at and what you're doing. I'm hearing this is going to make life so much more pleasant for you. Okay, let me see your final expansion card. Is the Ace of Swords, baby. Yeah. Remember that you've been approved, you've been accepted. Remember the truth that you've discerned about yourself. And remember that the truth is what prevails. So they're showing me that all these people who hate on you, who got some air of superiority, who don't value what you offer or where you're at in life, you remember your truth, because that's the most important thing in all of it. If they don't value you and they don't value you in their experience or what you have to offer, what's more important is that you remember your truth. Okay. They said, let's look at the external influences in the next two cards first. And we have the High Priestess. Okay. She's energy of Virgo. So some of you, there's a Virgo person around. She's somebody who is, for somebody, a mistress. There's a mistress there. Whose mistress? Apparently his mistress. Okay. This Virgo person, some of you, this is a psychic or somebody who presents to be very psychic. So for some of you, this reading is going to giving you some sort of detail that I'm hearing I personally consciously don't even catch on to, but it came out of my mouth, and it came out of my mouth for you. It was already said, and there's something else coming out in the rest of this reading that's going to solidify and confirm it for you again. I'm hearing again because you already got one confirmation. Okay. Somebody, I see that you had a person that was close to you, like a mother or a grandmother, who's very spiritual, very psychic. But here's the thing, you seem to know things about people around you. If you look back in your life path that you've been journeying, you can see where you just knew certain things about experiences and people. You had a feeling, and it turned out that you were right about the things happening around you, about the way people felt about you, stuff like that. They're saying, remember that. That's very valuable for you. What else we have? Wow, now we have the Hermit, another Virgo card. You have some time alone. It could be more than you want. Okay. Wow. That's pretty deep. Okay, I just got another downloaded message saying, for some of you, there's this couple. They are working together and they are presenting as your spiritual hater. These two people work dark magic. These two people work in the shadows. These two people, they could actually be the type that call themselves witches and work spells and stuff like that. But they could even just be people who use word magic, where their ideas and their words that they project about people are very toxic and poisonous. These are exactly the type of influences that you want to, as I'm looking at the cards that is um, laying on top of, you want to pull back your energy from them. You want to remember to dismiss anything that you do happen to hear them saying. And anytime you pick up on what they think about you, dismiss that as quickly as possible. I hear as well. These are the people you want to have boundaries against. And I'm hearing give them back to God, give them back to the universe, and because they know better what to do with people that's like that. But they're saying you have some time alone. This time alone is valuable for you. This time alone is valuable for you because what it does is it helps you to I'm hearing purify your energy from the outside influences. Right now, you're being asked not to give any attention to the outside influences and pay attention to more what's going on inside of you. I'm hearing because the inside conversation has more influence on the outside experience than you realize. So if you've been down talking and bad mouthing yourself, no wonder you've attracted these people who are hating on you. If you've been thinking you don't deserve the good things that you have, or you're not good enough and stuff like that, this is also a reason why you have people who are looking down on you that way. If you're afraid of losing the good things you have, this is why it feels like that's happening when you look outside of you. I'm hearing, and where did that hurt begin, and where did that hurt come from, and how can you love the first version of you that had gained that into their consciousness and accepted it as this is just how life is, because that's not how life has to be. I'm hearing see yourself as accepted and as respected. I hear accepted and respected. Anywhere where you've been giving more attention to disrespect and rejection, it's going to cause more disrespect and rejection in your environment. Where have you been accepted? Where have you been? Uh, I'm hearing, and if they didn't accept you, where have you accepted yourself? More powerful. Because remember, based on self rejection or self exception, you're going to see it outside with other people, whether they accept or reject you. They won't want to be around you if you don't want to be around you. They won't like you if you don't like you. They won't know your value if you don't know your value. All right. So let's see what's happening in your experience is calling for lessons, blessings, reasons, and seasons. Let's see what we have coming out here. The sun. The sun means conscious awareness. It has empowerment. This is telling me you have something or someone in your life that brings a lot of joy. Okay. You have a very empowered person. The sunset is significant. Okay. Awareness, conscious awareness. Conscious awareness. So you're coming into conscious awareness of things, of how life outside of you is affected by the internal self view and the internal life. The quality of your personal inner world is going to be reflected back to you in your external physical world. All right. You have the Emir of this, King of this energy here, and he is talking about being very stable in your life. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is somebody who is very discerning, very stable, very trustworthy. Okay, this is somebody who is there as a blessing in your life. This is somebody that causes you to think and who has been showing you another way things can go, another aspect of things. This is somebody who has taken the same type of lessons about the inner conversation and made them real and affected change in their physical life by means of it. All right, what else? The 10 of discs. This is an energy that's going to help you. So if you do this where you begin to hold the conversation in a more empowering way, what you're going to find is it affects everything in your life. Your finances will get better, your health will get better, your skin will get better, the weight that's been bothering you will fall off, clients will come through, business gets better, the annoying neighbors move out. All these different things, it's all somehow showing you an inner reflection. I hear, and you have the opportunity to accept or dismiss, give it back to universe. Okay. You have the two of this. There's big change happening for you. Change is going to bring in a greater sense of balance for you. Change that is going to give you an opportunity to see improvements and balance your inner world and your outer world. I see an alignment. This balancing effect is going to make big changes. As you more in harmony with what you got going on inside of yourself, you're going to see more harmony in your interactions with the rest of the world too. All right. And the chariot, and anybody that's been working against you that you've been getting your energy to, giving thought to, giving focus to, I see you overcome that. This is where a pair of people who work in the dark arts think to themselves now, well, why doesn't it work anymore? It doesn't seem to be working anymore. Well, it doesn't work anymore because they're not giving you the path. They're not opening the portal. They don't give a damn what you think and what you say, and they're not giving any weight to it. They're not materializing anything from the haters' point of view. But as long as there's focus on the haters' point of view, you are the one materializing it. It's not even them having power in your life. I hear, and then you're gonna find time where that time alone is very satisfying, very fulfilling, very enriching. Okay. Your final card is the Emir of Swords. Okay, Knight of Swords energy. The season will change a lot faster than you might think. Where talking about things that take time to shift, but it's not going to take as long as you think to change your outlook, to change the response you get from the world around you. It's like as soon as you start complimenting yourself, that same day you're going to find compliments from other people that are in alignment with the compliment you gave yourself. They're saying the same time that you begin to feel your health and your wealth and your beauty is the same time that it's going to start showing up in your physical world that you are healthy, wealthy, and beautiful. Okay, interesting. Somebody's been spying on you. This is somebody from your past. This person has no access to you because you made a choice. That choice was to follow the path of your destiny and do the things that made you feel pleasant and better in life. This person, for some of you, the parents that are in spirit are coming through again. They You're resting in peace. Okay, you're making change in your life. You are empowered. Wow, you're empowered, and this is a new lease on life. There are things that you don't see that are happening. Some of those things, like you're at this new place in life, it doesn't mean you're done. As long as you're still breathing air on earth, there's still going to be more stuff to do. And so one of the things that I'm getting for you is like um acknowledging how far you've come and keep building off of that, and keep building off of that, because there's still more you can do, there's still more you want to do. Okay, there's still more you want to do, and you can. One of the important things is to remember what you say you are, what your self view is of yourself. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the ones who would instigate low vibrational thoughts in you by their own. I heard by their own self-loathing is what I heard. Remember that these people that would actually try to work against you, speak against you, or come against you are not pleased with their self or their own life. And this, if they were, they wouldn't be focused so much on yours. If they were, they wouldn't be focused so much on yours. Anywhere where you're not satisfied with who you are or how you are, you need to find. I'm hearing you need to find a reason to be grateful for that you can release it. To be grateful for who you are and how you are and what you are, so that you can release that energy, so that you can release yourself from being stuck in that place of rejection. Accepting is going to open up so much change. So you don't like a certain thing that's still lingering in your life. You don't want to be the spiritual hater in your life. So the best way to release it and shift the energy is find the reason of gratitude in it. It must be authentic, and it's going to take some exploration. It's going to take some seeing it from different aspects, from different perspectives, from different sides, different facets. Turn that situation to the other side so you can see why is a reason for you to be grateful. And you can do this with the ugliest happening in life. Okay. So Aries, I heard let's get some handmade oracles to go with your message and see what else detail spirit wants to give. And here we are. I've never felt as safe as I do when I am with you. Again, this is, and it landed right here with this emeritus. So there's somebody who's consistent in your life. There's somebody who is reliable in your life. Somebody who shows you a beautiful energy, and it's homegrown for you to learn from experience. Yeah, through the shadow, the consciousness, that sun energy right there. As you go into these things that have upset you, that have, I'm hearing, evaded you, the places that you've been trying to run from, hide from, that's where you're going to find the consciousness that you're looking for, that it will allow you to fly high. Wow, I love the way those cards came out. You are very special. Do yourself a favor and find all the reasons that's true. What makes you very special? The more very special you feel of yourself, I'm hearing it would behoove you to get you a journal, a notebook, and write down just one word of what is special about you. One words. Not even, you don't even have to write a whole novel. You don't have to write an essay. You don't have to do a bunch of I am statements. Just write the word. You can write cook. You can write artist. You can write kindness. What are the qualities about you that are very special, that you appreciate, that you love, that you would love to see reflected in the world around you? Get into the state of gratitude and appreciation for these qualities, because everything is connected. The inner self talk has everything to do with the outer self reality. And if you're going to offer yourself, you need to accept the truth about yourself. You don't want to be your own spiritual hater. And anywhere where you have happened to attract spiritual haters, they will have to vibrate the heck out of your experience as you no longer hold resonance with their perspectives about you. You are very special. This is about you raising your vibration by checking yourself in all the places that you haven't wanted to look at yourself. There is a safe space for you to do it now. There's somebody who gets you, and it's not about that person, but you attracted that person into your life because there's enough of a desire within you to elevate like this that you could align with that person. So take full advantage of this opportunity. Love and peace and happiness. Elevate your frequency. Don't be afraid of your shadows. What have you been afraid of? What have you not wanted to look at? What's the ugly thing that you think or say to yourself every day? Address that. Where did it come from? And how can you appreciate it so that you can release it? Thank you is the most powerful releasing spell that I've ever learned. It releases things from your energy field, from your physical life. Once you can find an honest place of gratitude for it, that ugly thing must change. It is in harmony with quantum physics, which is science. This is not even woo woo. What I'm telling you is science. So if this message was for you, you understood it and you got it. Some of you need to listen to this message a few more times because it's kind of deep. And I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence and all the growth on our channel. This is what I have at this time. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.